Hey there, we're here. The camera was on. In the shop, just getting the vlog started out. It is late on the day, Wednesday. So when I upload this tomorrow, it's probably going to be a short vlog unless I sit here and run my mouth off. Monday we got back into town. Should double back. I made a comment, I think it was last vlog, about my wife's mom being put up in the hospital. We've been dealing with that most of the week, so it's been eating most of my time up. It looks like she's going to be going to a nursing home. She had, and it was really weird, she had fallen a couple of weeks back. Complained about having a headache. She had hit her head. She wasn't complaining about hurting anywhere else, but was having trouble with some walking and whatever. After about a week and a half, her leg starts going numb, and she starts complaining about that. Hence, we took her to the doctor last week. The doctor says, well, let's get her up to the hospital, get some x-rays in, do some blood work, see what the heck's going on. X-rays come back, she has a broken hip. And we're thinking, okay, she has a broken hip, why isn't she screaming in pain? Because she's not complaining about hurting anywhere other than her head with occasional headaches. Who knows? They went in Monday, did surgery on it, and now they're talking about putting her into a rehabilitation nursing home. Possibly tomorrow, possibly Friday, when we're out of town. So we've been dealing with caseworkers and whatever, trying to get all around. And needless to say, it's been eating up my time. Not much time here, and then with trying to get the clown mech finished so I could do the test video, which you guys already saw. Trying to get errands done, trying to get other commitments and priorities done. I haven't been out here in the shop. Finally got around today, going down to Home Depot and getting, I got wood. We got wood, I got some plexiglass, we got zip ties, miscellaneous parts and pieces. Our next build, simple, easy, fairly quick. It'll be done by sometime next week, since I'm running out of this week real quick. We're going to be doing a official donation box for the haunt. Normally we get those 60 to 70 pound giant pumpkins, and we carve out a whole, stick a bucket in there with a lid and a slot in it, and that's our donation can. That's what we've always used. We've always wanted a official donation box that we could padlock shut and stuff, because we've had some problems the last couple of years with kids trying to get into the donation can. So we got that, and then I'm going to make a four-sided box with with the ends being covered in plexiglass for the projectors, to protect the projectors that sit out in the open in case it rains. So it's a double project. I got the boxes for the projectors and the donation box to work on. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. I think we're going to start with the donation box first. Okay, end of the day, correction. It's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. I don't know what it was today, but I kept thinking it was Wednesday and I was running behind. So I've been running around today with my head cut off. It wasn't until about 4 o'clock that Sue tied me down. You know, what's up? You've been bouncing off the walls today. Well, I'm running out of time, sweetheart. It's Wednesday. I'm only going to have 2 build days today. Sweetie, no, it's Tuesday. You've got 3? Yeah. Anyway, been working. I have had dinner. I came back out to the shop to finish up a couple of details. First off, I got the side walls cut. Got this one here, donate here, started. Now the center for the D, the O, the A, and the R, I went and saved. They're over here, need to be sanded. They need to be sanded up. And I'll be reattaching those. I'm going to have a piece of plexiglass in the back, and I'll just glue them into space with the plexiglass when I put the plexiglass in. But anyway, that's as far as I've got. Tomorrow, no errands, other than taking the wife up to see her mother. But other than that, we'll have the full day out in the shop, so we'll get this assembled and set off to the side, and probably start cutting the boxes for the projectors tomorrow. Hey, welcome officially to Wednesday. We are out in the shop. Been out here for a little while working on the donation box. That's what we've got going so far. Got the box pretty much all assembled. I just got done doing the lid. This is what we're going to do for the top. It's a mail slot. And what I'm going to do is I'll drill a hole in it right there and put a knob on it so people can lift it up to put their money in. And that will keep the weather out of the inside of the box so the money doesn't get wet. Nobody wants wet money. Now, the box has been drying for a little while. I need to get in here and get it all sanded down, go through and putty up my nail holes and some of the cracks and whatever, and then let it dry again. And then once it's dry, I can sand it, and then we can stain it and attach the hardware. I still got to cut some plexiglass for the inside of it here, and I'll do that a little bit later. In order to do that, I've got to put a different blade on my table saw, and since I still need this blade to cut the smaller planks for the cameras, I don't want to be sitting there swapping blades in and out all day. So I'll get everything I need cut with that one, and then go on to the next. But other than that, we're going to putty, sand and putty, let it dry, whatever, and then I'm going to switch over and I'm going to start working on the camera ones. So here we go. That way you're not looking up my nose. Now you can see my bald head. How about that? That better? But anyway, we're making some progress out here. I'm hopefully going to have this stained and stuff by the end of the night. Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock. Just got done having lunch. Before lunch, we got out here and we got the donation box put together, sanded, and we've got wood filler on it. It's dry, ready for sanding now, and then I'll be ready for staining. This project over here, before lunch, we got out and got put together. These are going to be boxes for the projectors. I need to go through and sand them down yet, and then putty them, and then they can dry. It won't take long. But I figured I'd show you this one here. I got a projector in there. You know, so there's plenty of room. I can get everything plugged into it that needs to be plugged in. We went, you notice the sidewall's a little short, and that's because there's a groove right there, so I can slide a piece of plexiglass in both on the front and the back. And the reason why I put one on the back is because these things have an IR sensor. If I did a solid wood back to it, then the remote wouldn't have worked, which is a pain in the ass, so I want that to work. Now, most of these will be attached to the top of walls and pointing down. I've got 2 of them, the ones that go up on the front porch and the garden by the front porch. I'm going to make a temporary stand for it, and I'll do that when I go to install these in the haunt. The other 3 will be attached to walls, what have you, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, as to the projectors themselves, the projectors have the little stands on here, which allows you to position them either up, down, what have you. What I'll probably end up doing when we get ready in the haunt to anchor these into place is I'll drill a hole on either side of the foot and run a zip tie up and through and anchor them down with a zip tie to help hold them into place once they're aimed. Or I could just have the projector sitting in there without the stands if I wanted to, and I could put a piece of Velcro on the bottom of the projector and its mate here on the thing and anchor it into place that way. So, well, right now I think I'm going to sand these boxes down, get them puttied, then we'll get over and get that donation box over here and do final sanding on that. We can get it stained. Alright, back in the shop again another day. I didn't show you what I got finished yesterday, but we were out here at about 8:30 or so. Made it quite a ways yesterday. Not only did we get all the boxes assembled, but I got that stained all sides, and I got these all painted except for the back here. And I'm going to paint those now and then set them off to the side to dry. We get done with that, I gotta get the plexiglass for these camera boxes also cut as well. Here, we'll flip this over like that and put the lid on. Actually, I got that upside down. There we go. Helps if you have it right side up. But we got to get the plexiglass for that cut, and I'm going to be doing some lighting on that. We're going to work on that today as well. So those are the major projects for today. It's plexiglass and lighting for that, and plexiglass and finishing the painting on that. Then that's going to be it for this week on this part of the project. We are going next week going to finish up on the camera boxes. Once they're painted and we get the plexiglass in, I've got to drill some holes here in the bottom for the cords. And then, I'm not sure if I said in one of the other segments, we've done a semi-design change. The projectors with a stand that you can put them on. Let's see, does it show it here on the box? Looking, no. Doesn't show, but it's a little flexible tripod so you can bend them. We're going to do away with that, and we're going to get some Velcro and attach it to the bottom, part of it to the bottom of the box, the other part to the projector. That way they just sit there, which means I won't be able to bend the camera, you know, up, down, or anything like that. So I'm going to make a mounting bracket for the box out of metal. And if you've ever bought foggers, or I'm thinking those little battery operated strobe lights, you know, you give them red, green, blue, yellow, and they've got that little plastic U-shaped hanging bracket on them. I'm going to make one out of metal for each of the boxes. That way we can pivot the boxes up and down, or just turn it by the bracket left or right. And that way we can aim them wherever we need to. I figure that'll be a lot more sturdier, and I'll be able to attach them to the walls a little bit easier. So we're going to do that too, and we'll be doing the Velcro and that bracket first part of next week. Goal in here this week is to get everything else with these done. Okay, we're almost done for this week. Did some work on the donation box. I'll show you that next segment. It's finished. And I've been working on right now the boxes for the video projectors. And there they are. Don't look like much, does it? But I did get the plexiglass in. There's a piece on both sides. They're a little dusty. I still need to drill a couple of holes up here, one on each end for the bracket that I'll be making on making next week. I need to get the Velcro in there inside to hold the projectors, and I need to drill a couple of holes in the bottom so we can get the power cord and speaker cord and stuff in, you know, into the projector and hook it up too. We'll be putting those holes in on the bottom. That I will do next week when I'm doing the brackets. So for now, I'm as far as I can go with the boxes until I get more supplies. Like I said, next week, probably Monday. So for right now, for all intents and purposes, those are as far as I can go for this week. They're done for this week. They say a picture says 1,000 words. Well, there you go. There's your picture. That's the completed donation box. Let me get the light on here, and we'll get you a little bit closer look. It's 99.9999% finished. I've still got to do the post for it yet, and the stand and the post for it. And I have a bracket that goes on the bottom of the donation box so it'll fit over the post, and I can permanently mount it, you know, so people can't just pick up the box and take off with it. I will be doing that next week or when we get ready to put this thing out. Made out of pine, and you can, as you can see, I got RGB lights in it. The outside of it, I've got a hasp on each side. Drop them. Padlocks to go in each so I can lock it secure. for people to put their money in, right there. You got a mail slot. Now this is one of those ones that just goes in your door. So really, you just push the ball. And they can drop their money in. On the inside, I used, like I said, RGB lights. I got 2 pieces of plexiglass. One attached right behind the letters. I've got the A, O, D, and R centers glued to. And then I just used some blocking, which I shot in with some tack nails to hold it in. And I attached my RGB lights with hot glue to that, and then put another sheet of plexiglass over the top of that. That way the money don't get into the lights. And I'm using the waterproof RGBs in there. Now I did leave a slot up here all the way along the top, so if it builds up any heat, the heat can escape. But this should hold quite a bit of money. It's actually about the same size as the bucket that we were using. Actually, well, yeah, it is actually about the same size as the bucket. I got my controller in here. In order to use the remote to change the lights, I gotta have the lid open. I didn't want that really getting in the way. But I think we'll probably leave it on this fade or flashing thing pattern. But anyway, not too bad. I've got the wire running out the back of the box. I'll shut that. Go around here to a stereo jack and it just plugs in. That way I'm not going to get ready to take it in. All I got to do is unplug the wires, pull the bolt out of the post and lift up, and she's ready to go in the house. And then I bring it back, put it back on the post, plug it in, and she's ready to go. Simple and easy, and I'm using 3 hinges for the lid. But all in all, she's good to go. That's another prop I am calling done. I'm not going to count doing the post and everything, which is about a half-hour project, cutting the post to size, putting the bracket on, putting some feet on the post, and I'm not worried about it. And to hide the post, I get one of my friends that grows some of our stuff for us, donates hay, and always donates a couple giant pumpkins. So we're going to take one of the big pumpkins and just kind of square a hole in the bottom and the top and slide it right down over the top of the post. That way I'll make the donation box look like it's sitting on top of the pumpkin. You know, I'll hide the post that way. At least that's my idea for this year. But other than that, we're pretty much done with projects for this week. Let's see, next week, going to be a weird one. We've got to get the post and the bracket and stuff on the donation box, if I make it that far. Like I said, I might wait off on that. We need to finish up on the projectors out there, the cases for the projectors. Now I might set one up in the case so you can see what, you know, how it runs and stuff. Don't know, not going to promise on that one, but that's a possibility. And then the rest, after that, the rest of the week is going to be haunt prep. I need to get down here and make up a bunch of these pucks, different colors, for all the skulls and stuff I've been getting. I've got almost 20 of them I need to do. So I've got that to do. Then we got to get the rose bed out front trimmed up. I got to start pulling tents out and, you know, getting those cleaned up. Next week will be the last weekly vlog for this season. Starting a week from Monday, the September 25th, we will be switching over to daily vlog mode, and I will give a reminder of that at the end of next week's vlog. We are going into setup mode as of the 25th. So be waiting for either your donut of the day, breakfast of the day, or lunch of the day. And this year I just might add dinner of the day and drink of the day. I was thinking about drink of the day. I know I could use a rum and coke right now for a drink of the day. Here, there, you got one early. And apple fritters for donut of the day. Don't ask me what I have for lunch because I didn't have lunch. But anyway, that's going to be it for today, for this week. Semi-short vlog, I hope. I'll find out here in a bit when I go to edit and render. But past that, we're going to say stay spooky and stay toxic.